This is the story of the Moline Plow Company. Established in 1870 after a lengthy court battle with John Deere, the Moline Plow Company played a major role in agricultural advancements in the late 1800s, with products such as the three-wheel Flying Dutchman sulky plow. In 1900, the company ventured into gasoline engines, marking the beginning of its foray into mechanized farming, which paved the way for the Moline Universal Tractor, introduced in 1916 after Moline purchased the Universal Tractor Company. By 1918, Moline Plow was the fifth largest farm equipment company in the world, despite overextending itself during the war, a situation coupled with the agricultural depression of the early 1920s that would end up hurting the company badly. After buying the Milwaukee line of harvesting machinery in 1924, Moline Plow, Minneapolis Steel and Machinery, and Minneapolis Threshing Machine merged to form Minneapolis-Moline Power Implement in 1929, and a whole new story began. This is the story of old giant Minneapolis-Moline. Minneapolis-Moline was formed in 1929 through the merger of Minneapolis Steel and Machinery, Minneapolis Threshing Machine, and Moline Plow Company. The brand would quickly give birth to significant contributions to the farming industry. In 1938, Minneapolis-Moline introduced the UDLX Comfort Tractor, a highly modern tractor sporting the famous Prairie Gold paint job and designed with an enclosed cab for the operator, an innovative idea at the time. After releasing the famous Unitractor in the early 1950s, Minneapolis-Moline launched the ZB series in 1953, the M series in 1960, and the six-cylinder G series started in 1954, but the market started to be too competitive for the brand. In the early 60s, Minneapolis-Moline reorganized under the name Motec, which would be acquired by White Motor Company in 1963. In '74, the Minneapolis-Moline name was dropped, and that was the end of it. This is what caused International Harvester's quick downfall. In 1977, Archie McCardell was named CEO of International Harvester, and the man came with a mission: improving profit margins and drastically cut costs, leading to massive layoffs. And so the downfall of the brand began. On November 2, 1979, one day after it was officially announced that McCardell had pocketed a $1.8 million bonus, an unprecedented strike was called. It would last for half a year. By the time the strike ended, the company had already lost $600 million, leaving International's finances at their lowest point ever. In 1982, a new chairman and CEO was appointed, but the damage was done. Unable to recover, International Harvester was sold to Tenneco in 1984, as the truck and engine divisions remained. In 1986, Harvester changed the corporate name to Navistar International Corporation, and that's how a giant disappeared. This series triggered the death of International Harvester. A few days ago, we talked about how poor management and a touch of greed led to the downfall of International Harvester. But before all of this, the manufacturer committed a fatal commercial mistake known as the 86 series of tractors. Plagued with transmission and hydraulic systems issues, the problematic 86 series completely eroded customer confidence and satisfaction at a time where competitors such as John Deere had surpassed IH in the market. Forced to establish gigantic recall campaigns worldwide, International Harvester, already drowning in debt at the time, was also heavily criticized for the cramped operating conditions and poor ergonomics of the controversial 86 series. Out of touch with the market, no longer able to expand and dealing with one of the longest strikes in recent industrial history, the 150-year-old brand disappeared as seen too often, which leads to the question, who's next? What does that tell you when a model is produced for 18 years? Since Caterpillar began producing track-type tractors and bulldozers, no other model has had the longevity and success of the remarkable D6N. Produced for 18 years, this machine is undoubtedly one of Cat's biggest market hits ever. Released in 2002, the Caterpillar D6N was first equipped with the well-proven 3126 engine before being upgraded to a C6.6 and then to a C7.1 Tier 4 final to meet emission regulations. Competing with John Deere's 750 or Komatsu's D51 in size and specs, the Cat D6N, usually equipped with a 6-way blade, is the perfect fit for countless applications including heavy construction, quarry tasks, or even farming. In 2020, Caterpillar discontinued the superb D6N, which was replaced by the D5, losing the power shift for a fully automatic transmission, which I'm sure many of you don't see as an upgrade at all. An excavator and a dozer combined, Kobelco did it. Introduced to market back in 2015, the Kobelco ED160 Blade Runner was engineered and designed with one goal: combining the capabilities of an excavator with a dozer. Almost 1 decade after its release, the concept is still alive. Currently available on the Dash 7 version of the ED160, the Blade Runner is equipped with a 6-way dozer blade that offers power, angle, and tilt capability for pushing material out of the way or quickly refilling a worksite. Offering a unique hybrid solution, Kobelco's Blade Runner seems to do well amongst contractors and operators, as the innovation aims to provide the efficiency of 2 machines in one, reducing the need for multiple pieces of equipment on job sites. Designed as a compact excavator, the 115 horsepower ED160 retails for right around $220,000. So what do you really think of the concept? Let me know in the comments. Is this the Rolls-Royce of compact track loaders? In late 2021, ASV unveiled the RT135, one of the most powerful compact track loaders ever produced, engineered and designed to outperform in conditions where other machines in the segment wouldn't even stand a chance. Selling for right around $150,000 excluding any attachments, the impressive ASV RT135 Forestry is powered by a Cummins diesel engine boasting an industry-leading 132 horsepower. With an operating weight of 13,000 pounds, the RT135, produced in Grand Rapids, Minnesota, features a rated operating capacity of 3,500 pounds and a tipping load of 10,000 pounds. Mainly designed for forestry applications, the 135 carries a 52-gallon fuel tank for increased ability to work all day without refueling. As premium as it gets on paper, ASV's track loader sounds like a luxurious machine. But is it? This is the story of American pioneer Autocar. Autocar was born in 1897 when Lewis Semple Clark built Autocar No. 1, a tricycle powered by a 1-cylinder gasoline engine. 2 years later, Autocar built and designed the first motor truck commercially available in the United States. In the early 1900s, Autocar came up with breakthrough inventions such as the first left-side drive vehicle, the first double-reduction rear axle, or the first circulating oil system, before fully focusing on trucks. In the 40s, Autocar supplied armored half-trucks for the overseas war effort, but in 1953, the firm was acquired by the White Motor Company. In 1957, Autocar released the AP40, the largest single-engine vehicle in the world then. Relocated several times, Autocar was sold to GVW Group in 2001, and in 2019 the brand released the DC64, labeled by the manufacturer as the rebirth of Autocar's DC conventional truck.